Good afternoon friends, once again welcome back to another class on business etiquette. Yesterday we were talking about group discussion and today in our class we are going to discuss about business etiquette. Generally people believe once when they start working then they are going to utilize and imply all those rules and regulations related to business etiquette whatsoever they are going to learn during their college or school hours. But this is a myth. You need to understand even as a student you can apply and you can pretty well use these business etiquette tricks. Now let us understand what is business etiquette. Whenever you are dealing with any other person or whenever you are communicating, you do need to have certain basic etiquette. What are those basic etiquette? There are different basic etiquettes like it can cover your dining etiquette, it may cover your communication or writing etiquette, it may also cover your handshaking or body language etiquette, it may even cover your dressing sense or the dressing etiquette. So today we are going to discuss about what are the basic workplace relationship skills which are really very important when compared to the business etiquette and its application. Now why should we talk about business etiquette? Don't you get this question in your mind? Yes, certainly you people are having this question in your mind that why should we talk or why should we think about business etiquette? To make you all understand, please remember that whenever we are talking about business etiquette, there are certain principles which we have to apply. The first one is respect, the second one courtesy, the third collaborative, and the fourth non-aggressive. Now, whenever we are talking about business etiquette, the first and the foremost thing that you have to keep in your mind is be very, very courteous. You need to respect others. There is a beautiful statement, give respect and take respect. So therefore, unless and until you are not going to give respect to others, people will never ever love to listen to you. So therefore, give maximum importance or prominence to respect. How are you going to give respect? It has to be courteous. You cannot say, hey, I respect you. You have to be soft, you have to be polite. Apply all the soft skills whenever you are communicating. Collaboration, you have to get this collaboration. If you are collaborative, only then you can expect even from others that they are going to respect you, they are going to be courteous with you. There is always a beautiful saying, you cannot clap any time with one single hand. There has to be another hand too. If you want to have a beautiful sound of this clap, you need to be collaborative. And last but not the least, non-aggression. Have control over your anger. Have control over your high aggressions. You cannot be aggressive. Rather, you need to be assertive. When we talk about assertive behavior, what are the basic things that people think about? The first one is communication. People, they believe if you are very good at communication skills, certainly they love to listen to you. They love to obey you. How is it possible? The first rule, the thumb rule of communicator or a good communicator or a good orator is be a very good listener. I'm not saying be a very good speaker. I'm asking about listening skills. So you need to be a very good listener. Too much of talking, less of listening, nobody will call you as a good communicator. So rule number one, be very, very good at listening skills. Emphasize on your listening skills. Pay more attention to what others are saying. Understand why are they saying so and then try to apply it. Think before you speak. Before you're going to communicate, before you're going to present your view, before you're going to share any kind of information, please make sure that whatever you're going to convey, it has to have a right emphasis, it has to have the right value, and it has to have the right information. So therefore, think before you are going to speak. Avoid miscommunication. Most of the time, particularly as a student, I have seen many of us, we always try to confuse others through our communication. We don't want to speak the truth. We are always scared of speaking truth, and that's the reason here comes miscommunication. So avoid miscommunication. Try to justify whatever you are going to say and be very confident. Emphasize the use of courtesy. Always remember, the more courteous you are, the better you emphasize or empathetic language you are going to use, and then people will appreciate. And last but not the least, while others are communicating, you need not interrupt or you need not intervene. Have patience. Have patience of listening, have patience while speaking, and have a wonderful communication between you and the other. Now, please remember, when I say communication, it is not necessary that every time you need to have a face-to-face communication. These days, there are different modes of communication. We communicate via email, we communicate via videos, we communicate via telephone. Now, there are etiquettes related to telephone, there are etiquettes related to email writing, and there are etiquette even related to when we say video conferencing or Skype call round of interview or something like this. So, further, we are going to discuss about these things in our next video. Till then, I request you all to watch this video, watch the PPT that I'm going to share via G Suite, and have a great fun in learning. Thank you very much. God bless.